Oh my goodness, I haven't even started. Transam Tommy, thank you for the follow. Because I wasn't expecting that, but hey, I will not object. Not in the slightest. So, hello everybody, it's Final Fantasy 14. For those of you who are not aware, 7.2 just dropped. I probably said in the past in my streams that it was 7.3. I was of course mistaken. So yeah, this is a completely new and a bit of content that's coming released. So we're going to be doing that today. I was doing some other stuff before I logged in here, so I'm going to swap over to Viper, which I'll be playing through for today. And I hope everybody will be interested. Now, of course, anybody who has not been playing Final Fantasy, this is all going to go over your head. I can give some leeway to it. I can give some explanations and stuff, but believe me, a lot of this you won't get. Because this is very, very, very far into the story. This is a decade of playing. So, if you're going like, oh, who's that? Who's those people? It's like, I can kind of give you a slight dialogue, but at some point I'm thinking of actually replaying the game. Final Fantasy 14 is the only MMO that I know that you can replay the main story quests and stuff, built right into the game without making a new character. So I will probably do that at some point because I'd like to replay the game from the beginning. And I'm sure a lot of people might be interested in actually watching it because it is a monthly subscription. So that's what we'll be doing in a minute here. Just getting out. Oh, what is this? Okay, don't care about that. As soon as I post things up, people want to talk to me. Yeah, sorry, chat. Let me just give me a second here. Besides, we get to enjoy some smooth jazz from Tuliolo, so. Alrighty. Well, thank you so much, Transam Tommy. I really do appreciate it. Anyway, we are back in. So, for those people in the past, I didn't have this thing here because it hides when you're caught up on the MSQ. So now we have it. So we're going to teleport over to Solution 9 and we will continue on with what's going on in the story. So the last time I played the MSQ was before I started streaming. I'm pretty sure. And what had happened was that we were here, we had solved the nation's problems in this this kind of cyberpunk-esque location that they've done for the expansion. But we had a main character who had become our friend, had turned out to not be our friend. We tried to reach out to them and make them our friend again, and we'd kind of gotten a resolution there, and then that friend shows back up again, even though they vanished, in a way of like they're not alive anymore, and suddenly they're back again, but they're not acting like themselves. So big old mystery we gotta figure out. And there's Erinville, our friend from this. So the society here has these things called oh, what are they called? They're called like aether gauges. Basically yeah, like soul gauges or something like that. Basically, when these people die, they can actually use a soul to revive themselves, and it's kind of used as kind of a currency, and different people in the society use them. Well, when we got rid of all the stuff that happened in the expansion, we basically made that supply vanish. So yeah, it's very convoluted and complex. I'm not going to do a justifiable way to explain this without a lot of backup. So this is kind of the resistance group that we're working with. This kind of not necessarily secret organization, but certainly not part of the main administration, who has the minds of the society at their head. So we're gonna have to be talking about this. When it comes to certain cutscenes that are voiced, some are, some aren't, I will be staying more or less completely silent in the voiced cutscenes, and we'll see how that goes. So this is one of the party that we know, Kryl. Galula Jal, who's kind of become a new friend. We'll see how this goes on. Okay, Glimmer of the Past. And to save my voice, I will not do a lot of reading. Should arrive shortly. Yeah, she's there in the next second, for Pete's sakes. So the main characters from most of the game, Grahatia, who's the red-haired cat guy over there, has been with Kryl as a character for at least a whole expansion. So they're old heads in this. The guy over here, he's new, and she is new for this expansion. So Wuklamat is one of the two leaders of the nation right now, and that was part of the whole MSQ for the launch. Is that she was basically journeying her way through to doing that. Oh, you can easily see the 3D printer in the back. It's kind of fun. Kona is the other one. So Sven is the character who, she was Queen Sven, she was part of this nation, and then found out some unpleasant details about her, and she's suddenly reappeared, but it's not her, so... And Endless are like it's more or less their version of immortality. It's like being a digital version of yourself that gets fueled by other people. I don't know. It's a mess. Regulators, that's what they are. It's not these soul gauges things, it's regulators. You see, everybody here uses them, so... So the other thing is the soul gauges also are able to transfer memory. So when you die in this world, your memories normally would go away with you because they're associated with your soul. But basically what the regulator does is it keeps all of that available to you. So when you're restored to back to your body with a new soul, you remember everything. You're still yourself. But there's been some hiccups of the regulars being tampered with in some way. That people don't remember certain things, like that part of their memory has been exercised, or excised, I guess would be a better part. So they don't remember anything. So what happened is that we had a memorial for Queen Sphene when she died, but suddenly this newcomer comes up, and then everybody around her doesn't remember the memorial. So that's the main mystery we've got right now. Oh, and who are we meeting? So we're going to the break room. For those of you who aren't aware, let me bring this little tidbit up. So we're in Alexandrian, which has kind of some creative similarities to Final Fantasy IX. So if you've played Final Fantasy IX, we might end up going to some sections that look familiar, but this is a new kind of area. So basically, what happened here is that this was in a different dimension that has somehow crossed into ours. in a bubble, basically. So there's certain parts of the map that are now in our world, but it's a difference. So Eorzea is where we started here, and then we expanded into this area and Othard and Hinagashi, which is the far east. Then we went to then we ended up adding Ilsabard and the Sea of Stars and stuff like that, and the Northern Empty. We're now in this section, so this is the west, the new world, so to speak. So when you go into Galtaral, so we had these sections here. When you went from Sholani, I can never say these names because they're weird names. Shialoni, he went into this new area called Heritage Found, which is part of the bubble. And basically 30 years have passed or something since the bubble appeared, partway through the story. This is all infused with thunder and lightning and everything, so it's far more techno here. But it basically is using Aether, the magic in the air, but it's all thunder aspected, so it's been kind of turned into this fuse of electricity, so everybody uses circuit boards, which is Aether spells infused with lightning and stuff. So purple is a very strong motif. And I wasn't much of a fan of it. I still don't know how I feel about it, because Final Fantasy is in this one. There's technology, but it can be arranged from steampunk to kind of ancient technology. And this feels far too futuristic for kind of the feel of Final Fantasy. Though, if I look at any of the pictures from any of the stuff from like Final Fantasy 13 or 15, it probably makes a little bit more sense. Having not played those games, I don't get the context. So it does feel a little ill-fitting for what's going on, but that's kind of where we are right now. So let's see if we can get through the MSQ during this stream. If not, we'll have to finish it next stream, and then we'll continue on with other stuff. So I'm going to try not to dawdle too much. Oh, this is actually quite nice. It's got some cubicles back here and everything. Yeah. So Alze and Y'shtola, they're old hands as well. Wait, is this somebody we know? Oh! Okay. This makes no sense.
What is she doing here?
So this character looks like Sveen.
We just heard she was busy spreading talk of becoming endless among the Alexandrians. What's going on here?
She is not who you think she is. Not the Queen of Reason, who has made a miraculous return, but an individual of flesh and blood, possessed of a soul. We chanced upon her in living memory, but she collapsed before we could exchange words. We decided to bring her here for now.
I guess we did end up seeing something like that in the last cutscene of the last patch.
Her body was suffused with lightning ether, which caused a debilitating paralysis. Y'shtola reached out and informed me of her condition, and I came with a proxy as fast as I could. We're now waiting to see if the treatment was effective.
Basically, they removed the Aether infusion.
Judging by her appearance, the circumstances of our encounter, and her extreme ethereal aspect, I am all but certain that she is the one from whom the Endless Sphene was created. The original Queen Sphene of Alexandria.
Okay, that's bonkers.
What? But how can that be possible? The real Sphene died of illness 4 centuries ago.
I died. Whatever do you mean? I am not dead. I'm not. What is this place? Where is everyone? Otis and Zelenia? And who are you people? Calm down. We mean you no harm. You've been been unwell, and it wouldn't do to strain yourself. Please, help me. I don't understand any of this.
Of course. But if I might confirm some things first. You are Queen Sphene of Alexandria, are you not?
Yes. Yes, I am.
And ere you awoke here, you were in another unfamiliar place. Is that correct?
I opened my eyes and saw a strange, dark room. Outside, there were towering buildings, clad in electrobe.
You slumbered at the heart of that city for many years, within a facility called the Meso Terminal. Many things have come to pass during that time, some of which you may find upsetting. Are you sure you wish to learn of them?
In that dark room, there was an electric casket designed to preserve its occupant in cold stasis. Until the terminal and its systems were recently shut down, that was where you were kept in all likelihood. Since the time of the Old Kingdom, for 4 centuries.
What? Do you speak true?
Yep, you've been woken up.
I've been asleep for that long. 400 years.
Yikes.
Our records say that Queen Sphene succumbed to the rampant lightning energies unleashed during the storm surge. But it seems the truth is rather different.
So the storm surge is when the lightning aspect, the aspects of lightning in their world kind of overpowered all the other elements and took over. Once again, very much difficult to explain. Let me see if I can gist it down. There are 8 elements. Yes, there are 8. Oh, well, there's really only 6, but we'll talk about them. Anyway, but they're all the typical ones: wind, earth, fire, lightning, etc. So in each of the aspects of the world, each aspect of the world was put into a shadow of itself. And we've dealt with certain ones. We've dealt with 5.x Shadowbringers was we went to a section of the world that was shrouded in light, so light was actually bad and darkness was good. I may have mentioned this before. But we've also gotten to the opposite, where it was a world of darkness, nothing else. So, and there have been calamities in the past called Umbral Ages, where certain aspects were destroyed. So there was one that was, there were earth-rendering ground quakes in one, there was a global flood in another age, all kinds of stuff like that. So the storm surge is this dimension's equivalent of a lightning storm that just kind of covered the whole planet more or less and just destroyed everything. Yeah, so bring everybody in. We're gonna catch her up. Yeah, she's gonna find out that she's outlived basically everybody, unfortunately. Oh. So Galulja, so they call her the Queen of Reason. So in this society, there were two heads of state basically. and the Queen of Reason, and then there's the King of Strength or something.
Been a lot to take in, but how are you feeling? Physically, I mean.
Okay, so I'm gonna pause it here for a second. So let me catch you guys up. So there are two heads of state because the original ruler of Tuliolol and all of this plant site was actually a two-headed lizard man. And he had adopted some heirs, Kona and Wuklamat being some, but his firstborn, who was like the pride and joy of the world, basically left because he left to gain his own kingdom, basically, and found Alexandria and became the king of strength, or I can't remember what it's called. Is it the king of courage, maybe? I don't know. But Sheen was the queen of wisdom. Well, if you go back to our side, Wuklamat is the equivalent of the ruler of strength, and Kona is the ruler of wisdom. So Galulja, the little guy, we believe very strongly, I think it's been confirmed, that he basically was the unwanted heir of the king. So who was a horrible person who's done all kinds of like evil science experiments and stuff to gain like more power, but he's been defeated by now. So I don't think we confirmed who his mother was, but we've more or less confirmed who his father was, and so he's now the new heir and ruler as a kid, and that's been thrown on his shoulders. So Wuklamat has kind of taken him under her wing, so to speak, and is trying to teach him what to do. But yeah, so he's gonna pop up, and like I said, he's a little kid. He's not gonna know a whole lot. So anyway, let's go ahead and react to this.
Much better now, thanks to Yashtola and Alisay's ministrations. In fact, I can scarcely remember the last time I felt so hale. I know not how to repay them, not only for coming to my aid, but for telling me about my kingdom besides.
I don't think they're ones to keep score. Isn't that right?
No, not really. That's just kind of what we do.
He's known those two for a long time. You can trust in his judgment.
Yes, you can. I'm the savior of the world,
Besides,
10 times
he
over.
helped to prove that their treatment works here as well. With this success, they'll be able to help others in Alexandria who suffer from the same illness. Few things could make them happier.
I see. Full glad am I to know that we may cure the affliction after so long.
And of course, it's a JRPG, so they always word up the responses.
So very long. I steeled myself, having been warned, but it's difficult to come to terms with everything.
Sphene? Maybe going out and seeing it would help. Alexandria as it is now.
Great idea. There's no substitute for seeing things with your own eyes.
No, you're gonna put her into catatonic shock. Are you kidding me? You have flying
That said,
vehicles.
there is a chance that you'll run into the other Sphene. Still want to take a look, even so?
It would be a lie to say I do not feel anxious, but I wish to walk among the people, to hear their voices and learn about their realm.
will be your escort.
Truly, I would be honored.
Then allow us to show you the sights.
Thank you, Wuklamat.
Seekers of Eternity. Content patch drop. All right. Yeah, hopefully you're able to get those clothes on. Okay, let's see how this goes.
Apologies for keeping you waiting. I've never worn such clothing before.
Ah, she looks kind of cute.
Oh, that really suits you.
Did the leggings underneath the short shorts.
I had much the same impression. I had only ever worn skirts, you see. But it seems appropriate for a new beginning.
A moment before you head out.
Yeah, what's up, Shale?
Circumstances being what they are, we thought it best to come up with a way to distinguish you from the other Sphenes, and we should probably settle on this now rather than later.
I suppose it could get pretty confusing.
First, we propose calling you simply Sphene. As for the former Queen of Reason, Endless Sphene should suffice.
What about the new one who's been addressing the citizens?
Despite being the spitting image of Endless Sphene, we know she's a different entity. So we were thinking of calling her a simulant, after imitation stones.
I see. Well, they're definitely not the same. And that's as good a way as any to draw a distinction.
What, we couldn't call her a faux Sphene?
But what do you
Guess that's a
think,
little weird.
Steve? Is that all right with you?
Rest assured, I have no objections. When I am in the city, however, I intend to keep both my face and name secret. For the people of today's Alexandria know only the Endless Sphene.
We're sorry to subject you to such ignominy.
No, I myself would rather not invite complications, so it is quite all right. Thank you for your concern, Shale. Let us be off then. I am in your capable hands.
That you are. First, we'll head to the entrance of Solution 9.
Good idea. We should start from scanning Port 9. I'll do my best to explain things.
Ah, good job on you, buddy. Yeah, for any of you who are fans of cyberpunk or anything like that, you'll love the costumes. You'll love the outfits that people wear. It is very modern and chic. Okay, now where are we going? Right outside Port 9. All right. This place is huge. I guess what it reminds me of, it kind of reminds me of that one futuristic city in Final Fantasy VIII. Yeah, I just don't remember what it's called. When they talk about electrope, this is what they're talking about. It's all this stuff here. Electrope is a mineral that can be infused with lightning aspect really, really easily. So they use it for everything in construction. Yep, okay. Oh, but I get to point out all the things that get pointed out. Yep, there we go. Yeah, and Lindblom. Lindblom was a kingdom as well in 9 that I think gets destroyed. Yeah, in the government sector. This giant thing, holy cow. Yeah, at the Soul Exchange, that's where you're able to purchase more souls. And there were people who would patrol outside that would get rid of nasty monsters. They would basically use beast souls, kind of an overpowered boost that could eventually turn them, feral. Okay, before we go anywhere else, I wanted to show this to everybody in chat because it's slightly ridiculous. Where is it? I think it's here. So I believe the new 8-man stuff has begun. Yeah, it's this building. And for those of you who have a PC, what does it remind you of? Looks like a giant graphics card. Those fans weren't going before. When they turned the thing on, the fans started to spin and everything. We'll eventually get into there to try out those new raids, but we will not be doing that for the time being. We're gonna go ahead and head over to sector looks a little, residence looks a little better, a little closer. And of course, I can't see everything that's been put into here, but sure is cool.
So many different drinks. I can't decide. Ooh. I'll have this, please. A Dali coffee.
Of course. I should warn you though. Dali beans are an older variety known for their strong bitterness. Still want one?
The bitterness is the best part. Have you decided as well?
Oh, let's see what options it gives me. Yeah, I'd go with vegetable. I mean, personally, I would. I'm not a coffee person.
Vegetable juice. Otis used to drink it all the time.
Otis was her bodyguard.
I'll have your drinks ready in a moment.
Fancy cups.
They're certainly well liked. It's a wonderful feeling, spending time with the people.
It's not gonna be what she expects. Maybe not.
But they're not my people anymore, are they? Their city, their way of life, even the ground upon which they tread. I am a stranger to it all. The weight of the long years is finally beginning to sink in.
Yeah.
Your Majesty, is that you?
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint, but I am not Queen Sphene, though I'm often told we look alike.
There you are. How many times have I told you not to go off alone? I'm sorry he bothered you, Mom. Come now, we're going home.
Bye, not Queen Sphene.
I do not know that boy, nor does he know me. No one does. Another harsh reminder that I have no place here. Yet, no matter how much things have changed, I am happy. I am. For Alexandria has endured. Our sacrifice was not in vain.
Just the thought of someone in 1625 waking up now and seeing what happened.
Even so, I cannot help but feel lonely.
Yeah, I can't imagine the feeling. Surprised we didn't have any flashback cutscene showing her, like, what happened to her before that, but I don't know, maybe we'll still see that. I think I saw on YouTube Shorts yesterday somebody who had actually found a way to play Final Fantasy in VR. They'd hooked it up in such a way that they were able to walk around as the camera was placed at like your character's head level or something, and you were playing in first person, and it looked odd. Because I can go first person. But they were able to, you had their arms mimicked up so their character's arms were moving, and it looked a little bonkers, honestly. I mean, if it was just walking or something, that'd be cool, but I wouldn't do content in that. Actually would be rather terrifying considering some of the creatures we run into in this game. But it was an interesting thought to see it. Alright, now. Give me a moment here, I need to check something. Okay. Oh man. Yeah, so he got the memory of himself dying, so he's panicking over that. Of course I have to do a... Come on, up and at him, boy. Malachite. Oh. Yeah, so we originally were introduced to an elderly woman who passed away, and the ushers are basically the people who come to kind of help guide them along and get them transferred, yeah. Oh, okay, so they're putting them, the deceased in cold storage. Well, that's good on you. He's a good kid. That whole response it dictates the giant and long Moogle mail delivery thing that we've done. But yeah, I'll say to it because I don't want to sound bored necessarily. Oh, sorry. Got a little fan here to kind of keep my face cool, but sometimes it gets in my eyes and dries them out, makes them itch. Okay, so theory time. Malachite sounds like somebody we could talk to potentially find out about how Sphene was potentially interred, because she would have been put into a she would have been in a cryostasis facility of some sort, and that's what they're doing with the deceased. So there's a chance that something like that could happen. Okay, and they're accompanying me now. This place looks so cool, though. Those Neo regulators are a new version that has been put out. They're like all black or something like that. Oh, hang on a second. Yeah. Yeah, Gnault likes his beverages rather strong. Yeah, I can imagine Shale not taking kindly to you wanting to try it. Look how fancy these cars are. But this one I find slightly weird. But kind of cool. I could very much see these in Cyberpunk. Something for you? Yeah, he was trying to get more souls, but he didn't have any more credit, basically. Lathander. Interesting name. Oh, cool. He became a physical therapist, basically. $3, 36, 43, 29. Yep, grabbing that one. Oh yeah, let's try this new thing now. So they made something so then when you use your sprint, after your sprint, you'll have something new that you can use. It'll have a new effect. It's called jog, and it keeps you faster afterwards. And let's see here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's almost as good as sprint. Holy cow. Like 80% speed of sprint or something. Amazing. Uh-oh. Simulant. That creepy little smile of hers. Yeah, let's confront this fake. Let's see what's going on.
Not here. Let's press on, if only a little further.
Oh, somebody just tried to kill me.
Hey, are you alright?
So he didn't die. Vexing, but expected.
Okay, who's this little creep?
That was about the strongest bolt we can produce within Everkeep. What now?
We obtain more precise measurements. Narrow the range of variables to avoid unnecessary trial and error. That is the most expeditious course of action.
Once again, we're going to be a test subject. Somebody wants our power. Jeez.
I know that voice.
You there! Yes, you! We have important business with you.
We left something in your keeping. The key to interdimensional fusion. You will kindly return it to us, yes?
I look pissed.
Now that you mention it, the other way around may have been more appropriate. If I had the key, I wouldn't need to be cruel and turn away so many people. Far more than 5,000 could become endless and know eternal happiness.
What? You mean to steal ether from other worlds again?
All is for the sake of his experiments. Twas for that reason, you know, that the previous me created the Endless.
Oh, so he's the puppet master pulling strings.
I pity her. She was forced to attempt the impossible, to turn every soul who dies into an Endless, even though there's no end to them. Admittedly, that was part of the plan. Her desperation would drive her to claim the key and use it, And sure enough, she did just that.
Oh, punch her, Wilclamot. Punch her.
I know you had a soft spot for her, Lamachi. So for what it's worth, I'm truly sorry.
Oh, smack her one. Come on.
Alas, we are naught more than pawns, pieces in his grand design.
Don't you dare make light of her love for her people. Don't you dare!
Strike me down if you wish. I shall be made anew. And I doubt many would look kindly upon the vow of resolve of Tuliolol if she attacked a neighboring queen, and not for the first time. Would you be willing to accept the repercussions?
Damn you!
What is the objective of these experiments?
You're speaking to me. Our goal is to usher in the next phase of mankind's evolution. Since time immemorial, life has used death to facilitate adaptation in an ever-changing environment. The old and infirm are weeded out, allowing species to thrive. Generational succession. This has been our survival strategy.
Oh, cold, heartless science type.
Yet, this strategy has long since reached its practical limit. It is outdated. It relies on progeny, which gives rise to unchecked population growth. Resources become scarce, invariably leading to conflict. All the while, death is ever present and robs our species of untold potential. Where man now stands in his evolution, bodies of flesh no longer make sense. What we must strive for next is carefully managed, eternal preservation.
Calyx! You're Calyx, aren't you?
You know him?
The young genius who had mastered electrope technology. He founded the scientific collective known as Preservation and devoted himself to developing a cure for the paralysis which plagued our people.
Wow, look at how sober he looks.
Calyx, you always had your gaze set upon the future, and I know you do now. But I beg you, do not deceive the people of Alexandria. Do not manipulate them with this imitation forged from my memories. Well, how rude. Yet, whatever you may say, I'm the one whom the people regard as queen. You may have worn the crown for a few years, but now you are no one. Just a frail, fleshy version of me that could die at any moment. The kingdom has no use for such as you.
Our demand is simple. Surrender the key. Refusal will necessitate consequences.
Oh, and they're gone. Okay, well. Don't worry, I've shrugged it off worse than that. I'll need a little reminder. I don't quite remember preservation. Yeah, Oblivion is the resistance group that we're part of. Okay, well. And we're right here, which is fantastic. Neon Stein.
We've heard what happened. So, preservation has revealed itself at last.
And using the key, they mean to turn even more people into Endless. It seems safe to assume that they too intend to steal ether from the other reflections. But unlike the previous Sphere, they have no intention of saving everyone. Calyx, of all people, would know precisely how much ether is required to sustain an Endless. Thus, he is able to set a realistic limit to their creation, without being swayed by emotion.
Carefully managed eternal preservation. Whether or not this can be considered an evolution, 'tis plain that man's very existence would be forever changed.
Say, if this Calyx is as brilliant a scientist as everyone says, could he have been the one who erased everyone's memories of Endless Sphere's death?
Sounds about right.
That is a possibility, though I cannot speak to his motives.
Though Calyx has outright stated his ultimate goal, how his actions will further this agenda remains unclear. That said, we have seen how anxiety towards death continues to spread amongst Alexandrians. Perhaps the simulant stokes this fear, to entice them to become endless.
Everyone is afraid of death. We try to put it out of our minds, and I do not blame the people for feeling as they do. Nonetheless, I wish to stop the simulant. I wish to do what I can for those who believe in their queen. Although I wear no crown, were I to forsake the people, then I would truly have no place here.
I don't know if this will help in that endeavor, but I've found something interesting. When I analyzed the sign that Calyx appeared on, I was able to determine the source of transmission. I traced it back to a terminal used only by Preservation, located in the Foundation sector.
Foundation sector? That came up in my mother's records, didn't it? It's where the old castle was hidden.
Everkeep was built atop the castle of the former kingdom. Access to the immediate area, the Foundation sector, is highly restricted, with map data accordingly classified.
Mm-hmm.
The old castle is inside this tower.
It's an ideal place for Preservation to conceal a terminal, I must say. Having existed since the Storm Surge, they would be familiar with the castle's layout.
But I wonder, would someone so versed in electrope, such as Calyx, be so careless as to leave a trail?
Oh, I expect he intended for us to find the terminal.
It may be a trap, but it's our only lead. What do you think, my friend?
I think a little revenge is in order. I didn't exactly like getting shocked like Zeus.
That it is. While I'm glad you're safe, we cannot allow his offense to go unanswered.
If you're set on this course of action, I'll work on getting you access to the Foundation sector. Sit tight for now.
Please, let me come with you. I may not possess any special skills, but I know the castle better than any. So please.
All right. If that's what you want, then we go together. The rest of us will take point and secure the way, and we'll count on you to guide us in the castle.
Oh, it's back here. I use this song far too much. Magnetization's track 14 is probably the most used track in the game, if I had to guess. the Underkeep underneath the Everkeep. Makes sense? And luckily, I don't have to wait for this giant long list of queue for a DPS roll. I can just go right on in with NPCs. Also gives me a little foreshadowing of what to do in the boss fights, but... Okay, brand new dungeon! I'm expecting it to look rather industrial and dark at first, and then we'll get into the castle and it'll be lit up and glitzy. Oh, wow, look at this. Yeah, we're literally gone down to bedrock. Well, folks, shall we?
There are beasts ahead of you. They must have gotten in and made themselves at home.
Sandcake, yeah. Ugh. A long time since I've played with headphones in this game. I mean, I guess I played it for a couple of the streams that I've done before, but I haven't really kept those streams because nothing particularly interesting happens.
There should be an access hatch nearby that leads inside. Look for an opening.
Sediment trough, oh dear. And of course, we're gonna get enemies popping up. Oh boy.
I'm detecting something big. You'll have to deal with it to continue on.
Gargant. Oh. Yeah, that's a big bug. Earth Song. Oh, I'm taking a hit. Ow!
Just the beginning.
Ah, shoot. Ow.
Good work. Now, proceed to the access hatch and head inside.
Huh, that got me quicker materia, not gear. A little surprising. Oh, wow, look at that. It's a big excavation spire for this tiny little castle, my goodness. Indeed.
Hold on. Someone's down communications. Stay alert.
One second, let me change this. Okay, slightly better gear.
Hold still.
So, you have come. Let us measure your strength.
Soldier SO. Ah.
was hardly a challenge, I see. You will show me more. I bid you press on.
Hold on.
Okay. Oh! Terror Knight, huh?
Hold still. Now I'll show you.
All right. Guess it wants to go up either direction. Fine by me. Welcome, Shikigaki. Hey, how'd your Resident Evil 4 stream go last night? Did hardcore make it harder than you were expecting, or what? Oh, from the villagers. Yeah, they kind of swarm. I would assume it would be kind of like swarming context or something like that. I played none of the Resident Evil games, so I know what I've seen in videos, and that's more or less it. But I know that 4 is considered like one of the best, and the fact that it was getting a remake made people go like, it doesn't need a remake, but the remake actually ended up doing some stuff that was actually really nice. Let's see. When Diamond came out, that would have been 5.45, maybe? Because I'm pretty sure it was not part of Endwalker. Nice to see someone who's actually played the game, or at least a good chunk of it. Yeah. Were you kind of done with Final Fantasy? Were you just kind of like, I need to do something different? Because that happens. Whoa! Gosh. Yeah. Well, you know, and you play so many, it kind of gets kind of samey in a way. No, you're like, oh, you get to the point, it's like, oh, well, everybody wasn't capable until I showed up. It's like everybody wants my help with everything, and kind of depends on the end game. And understandably, Final Fantasy XIV can get a bit much if you're just kind of, if you burn your way out on it. I will say that Endwalker is actually really, really good, but if Shadowbringers was, if we put it in the MCU references,
You are untroubled thus far, but I have something that may test you yet.
if Shadowbringers was the equivalent to the Infinity Gauntlet movie, Endwalkers was Endgame equivalent. It just took the greatness of Shadowbringers and took it up a notch. It took it up another notch. It did get a little weird in some places, but it was still really, really good. The new stuff has not reached that kind of peak. Okay, what are we fighting here? Okay. Okay, well, Valiapira.
We still lack sufficient data. Very well. Let us see how you perform against this.
I've heard it back and forth. I thought it was really good. Now, I will admit, it does kind of this weird twist. Kind of halfway through is like, really? This is where we're going with this? But I thought it still was really good. Got to see a lot of cool stuff. A floating
This
rock?
machine has long guarded these crumbling halls.
This is a Final Fantasy IX reference. I don't get it, because I didn't play 9.
How will you handle this?
Oh, okay. That's going to go off. And then that goes off. All right.
Let us introduce more weaponry.
Bird activates. Okay. Oh, shoot. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, gosh.
Let us see what this is.
Neutralize the front lines. That's going to be something in the front. There we go. Oh, good. That overlapping attack didn't give me invulnerability.
To assess your adaptability. Still alive. How unfortunate. For you to die here, it would save me trouble later.
Actually, got to go over here. Ah, shoot. I'm probably dead. There we go. Darn it. Okay, that one's actually got a little bit of a trick to it. Oh, I get to see this new part. Apparently, the shortcut will actually take me right to the boss level now. Ah, that's so much better. Instead of walking the whole way. Really away from the last
This
boss.
machine has long guarded these crumbling hills. How will you handle this? let us introduce more weaponry.
Hello, Aelahart. Please come in. We're fighting the boss of the dungeon. And I've already died once, so...
Let us see what this yields. Perhaps a new approach to assess your adaptability.
Try this!
Okay. Now we're getting to the trickier parts of the fight.
How unfortunate. For you to die here, it would save me trouble later.
Turret there. And that one goes off. Ouch. Aha, I need a heal, please. Oh, better late than never.
I'm beginning to understand how you were able to defeat Queen Eternal.
Ayla, I heard that you were having a lot of issues with your stream last night. I hope you were able to get things resolved. Such a bummer when tech doesn't live up to your expectations. Don't worry, I saw your message, even if it got filtered. Yeah. Wait, why did your internet provider block live stream twitching? What possible reason could they have for that?
That will do. We have enough to proceed with an analysis.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, because live streaming onto Twitch would be different than streaming from, you know, like Netflix or something like that. So I'm sure they thought you were hogging something. It's like, no, that's not your job. I got the puppy! Wow, I got the minion on the first run? Oh, I'm so happy about that. Oh, there's the Lakshmi that I got. Where is he? Oh, there he is! Look how cute. This bright-eyed canine is believed to have descended from hounds that were once bred by the royal family of Alexandria for hunting foxes and deer. Fiercely loyal by nature, it has long sought a worthy master to serve and appears to have found one in you. Yeah, I can totally imagine that. Well, I'm glad it got resolved, even if it required you to make a call and to shake the proverbial fist at the ISP, but okay. We're now in a new area. It's a new instanced area, I think. Good. Yep, always need to be streaming. Okay. Well, it's certainly cool down
Alex
here.
was measuring our strength. Is that why he contrived to lead us here?
It looks like we've cleared away the machines and beasts. But who knows what else he might have in store. From here on out, Sveen and Shale will move with us. Let's find that terminal. Stay alert for more threats.
Mm-hmm. I think I can go back through the patch notes and see what actually all got unlocked, because I'm pretty sure the 8-man raid got unlocked for this. I think what I also saw that the new relic stuff might have been unlocked as well, but I can't be sure.
Before my illness left me bedridden, I used to walk through here on my way to watch Otis and Zelenia train. You knew Otis, if I'm not mistaken. Zelenia was his second in command in the Royal Knights of Alexandria.
By the way, if you played Final Fantasy IX, this is it's
them
referencing that game.
I once dreamed of fighting by their side, so I studied the magical arts under my tutor. But when I was 15, the storm surge broke out, and both my father and mother passed away. As the new queen, I was forbidden from taking to the battlefield, for our nation would fracture had I died without a successor. Though in the end I could barely move, I regret that I didn't go out there and fight, at least while I still could. My endless self lamented not being able to protect the realm with benevolence. 'Tis a feeling to which I can relate.
Sveen.
Ah, forgive me. 'Twas not my intent to darken the mood. Come, let us press on.
Yeah, like this was a cheery walk as it was. Come on, we're walking around in a 400-year-old plus castle filled with deadly robots. Currently occupied by emotionless scientists.
This is one big castle, though. How far does this hallway go? Do you know, Sveen?
Wait, what just happened? Uh-oh.
What?
We just went poof. Oh, great.
What? What happened?
The royal court has been turned into an arena of some sort.
Oh, it seems our guest brought company. So this was your doing. It was. We installed a teleporter that is triggered by the presence of the key, you see?
Ah.
I'm afraid etheric transmissions cannot penetrate the walls of the throne room. It will take your friends a good while to find you.
It's a trap!
I confess the Valia Pira did not suffice to assess your capabilities. So I shall try something else.
Of course you will. Whoa!
You are free to use anything at your disposal. The better you fight, the more accurate my data. Attaining a precise measure of your strength, that is the most expeditious way to reclaim the key to which you so stubbornly cling.
Ah, noble Zelenia, dashing as ever. These villains mean to do us harm. Strike them down, I bid you.
Hello, Lotus, please come in.
What? This machine is Zelenia.
Now it's my turn to show you an GIRPG.
Preserve her memories while she lived, so she has been reconstructed from our recollections of her. The endless me being created in answer to the earnest desires of Alexandrians. That I can accept. But to twist the memories of those I held dear and treat them as playthings. This disgrace I cannot abide! Loath though I am to comply with their demands, this monstrosity must be destroyed. Not least of all for Zelenia's honor.
Well, absolutely.
If she was indeed created from my memories, even if I cannot fight, I may be able to offer you counsel. So please, lend me your strength and end this farce.
No, I'm gonna get serious when I pop, when I knuckle pop. So. All right, try for some help.
Ah, there it is.
Recollection now accessible. All right. Should be able to get into this fight fairly quickly. Okay, recollection. Less than 5 minutes. We'll just enjoy the music for a bit here until I can get in. Oh, the music is always great. Okay, so looking back at this, yeah, it looks like the... Yeah, so the ape man has been released. Hey, nothing's talked about the adjustments to think. Well, no, I guess that would make sense still. So there is still a 24-man, but now they have an 8-man. Okay. Okay, we need to actually put this to add that there. Yep. Okay, don't need to worry about the valve system. Oh, there he is. Hey, in we go. Blind fight. Let's see how I do. Queen's Knight. Selenia.
I am Selenia Trianta Philly, Royal Knight of Alexandria, and sworn blade of Her Majesty the Queen.
Okay, so we've got a circle with damage on the outside.
Upon my blade I swear, no harm shall come to Her Highness.
You will not defile Zelenia's memory any longer.
Feel the sting of my divine blade!
I know this technique. You must keep moving.
Okay. Keep moving. Oh, but you can't get back into the circle. Ah! Well, I didn't explain that. Restart. Well, see how badly that went. Tank running around in just his shorts. Come on. Yep.
Upon my blade I swear, no harm shall come to Her Highness.
You will not defile Zelenia's memory any longer.
Feel the sting of my divine blade!
Okay, so we all need to spread out, and we all need to kind of stay in our own little
I know
spots.
this technique. You must keep moving.
And get out of the shock.
How about you?
Power break, no idea. Okay. Get on the sides. You stay behind her, and then shift.
work should be recreated so faithfully. I will suffer none to threaten Alexandria! Heavens roar!
The return! Ow!
Zelenia was capable of much, much more. I will show you the soul of a royal knight.
Hey, gotta be careful. Gotta be careful now. Woo-hoo-hoo. Knocked down, alright.
For the honor and glory of Alexandria, I strike!
Oh, interesting. Okay. Brigade sandwich like an Oreo. Ooh. Very pretty. Woohoo.
No more games. Quickly, away from the sigils.
Oh, it's overlaid on the ground, so now we have... I gotcha.
Sigils channel magic. Be on your guard. You've no time even to fear my wrath.
Off the... There we go.
You must brace for blade and magic both. Have at you.
Woo! Ouch! I'm bleeding. I'm dead. Bleed got me. Everyone needs to spread out. Spread out more. Spread out more. Oh, gosh. Survive before you get me.
Taste my steel.
I don't like your steel, though.
There is no escape. Surge!
Oh, where's that going? Oh, no, I step into the red stuff. It actually will give me the bleed. Oh, that's nasty. That's very nasty. Thank you.
I know this is merely a reconstruction, and yet...
Darn it. This is a hard fight.
I have pledged my life to the kingdom.
We gotta restart. Everyone's dead except the tanks, and they can't survive for another 50% health. Man, this is a harder fight than I was expecting. Okay. Yeah. Okay, to all those people who are complaining the game is too easy, F off and play a different game. Don't make this harder for us casuals. And in we go.
Upon my blade, I swear.
Okay, let's try again.
No harm shall come to Her Highness. You
Let me hear some cheers in the chat if you feel up to it.
Memory any longer. Feel the sting of my divine blade.
I know this technique. You must keep moving.
There we go. Freya, come on. Jeez. People staying inside the attack. Whoop. Rick 'em, rack 'em, rock 'em, raw. Get that ball and really fight.
That her blade work should be recreated so faithfully.
I will suffer none to threaten Alexandria. Heavens roar!
Oh, shoot.
Fall!
Have care. Zelenia was capable of much, much more.
Yep, I'm fully aware of that.
I will show you the soul of a royal knight.
Whew. Oh, we can't skip this bit, though.
For the honor and glory of Alexandria, I strike!
Ah! I just look ridiculous on camera when I do that. Okay, now we're adding the rose stuff to the fight.
No more games.
Quickly, away from the sigils. The sigils channel magic. Be on your guard.
You've no time even to fear my wrath.
You must brace for blade and magic both.
Have at you! Taste my steel!
Man, that's nasty.
There is no escape! Surge!
Oh, piss off. Okay, so you get the bleed if you go to the very center circle. Like that. Ow! Eh. At least only half of us died, not everybody. Oh!
I know this is merely a reconstruction, and yet
Nasty!
my life to the kingdom.
Uh-oh, both healers are down. Shoot. Yep, so now I'm down. I don't think I've seen any of the tells that are happening. Darn.
I will die before I yield.
I'm completely off my game. I was actually able to do a couple of the other trials a lot easier than this one.
Upon my blade, I swear, no harm shall come to Her Highness.
Yep, we're gonna get there. Okay.
You will not defile Zelenia's memory any longer.
We're getting there, though. We're getting closer.
Feel the sting of my divine blade.
I know this technique. You must keep moving.
Have at you.
That her blade work should be recreated so faithfully.
Oh, careful. Tip right yourself out into the ring of death and get bleed.
I will suffer none to threaten Alexandria. Heavens roar!
Ow.
Fall!
Have care. Zelenia was capable of much, much more.
I will show you the soul of a royal knight.
Oh, I'm in the bleed. Oh, no. Oh, no, oh, no, oh, no. I'm just in the circle.
For the honor and glory of Alexandria, I strike!
Yep, I have the bleed, and out I go.
No more games.
Quickly, away from the sigils. The sigils channel magic. Be on your guard.
Thank you, Shihu.
You've no time even to fear my wrath.
You must brace for blade and magic both.
Have at you.
Ah, for Pete's sakes. Well, how are you supposed to dodge that if you're stuck on the wrong side? So I knew that the wave was coming at me, but it's like, how do I get around that then? That makes no sense.
Taste my steel.
Okay, so when the thunder hits the things, that's when they go off. Okay. This is where we lost everybody, I think.
I know this is merely a reconstruction.
Whew.
And yet...
I survived.
I have pledged my life to the kingdom.
Doing better this time. Okay, shock coming up.
Have at you!
Heartbreak on that side.
My resolve shall never waver.
Thorn Catharsis. Oh, that sounds nasty. Ow!
I am sworn to protect my queen. I will die before I yield.
It's going over there, so that everybody needs to come over here. Get off that slot. Ah, shoot! I didn't do the right thing. Ah, we lost our we lost a white mage. Come on, healers. Up you. Oh no!
Have at you!
Oh, and Mint just barely got up. Oh man. Okay, we're farther. We're below 40% now. Up. Limit break. Limit break. There we go. Oh, everyone get away from that.
That's right. Zelenia was always there to protect me.
Okay, let's see if I can stay alive for a round. Okay, is that safe? And to my left is safe. All right. Okay.
Taste my steel! Rage and royal!
Sorry if I don't pay attention to anything that happens in chat because I'm just trying to survive at the moment. So. Oh, I kind of box people in. Shoot. I'm sorry, bittersweet. And I'm dead. Ow. Okay. At this point, we're okay, we're down to 15%, roughly. Oh! There we go. Someone gave me a benediction. Sweet mercy. Okay, now we can spread out a little bit. There we go. We're getting there. Okay, that's in. Get out. Get away from the tanks. Okay, where's that orb going? Going over here. Okay, we got this in the bag. No way can we die in 2%. There we go. Woo! Oh, that was tough.
A disgraceful display. Forgive me, my queen. I have failed you.
Yikes. Okay. Something on my mouse? Yeah, maybe. Ooh, alright. Now to continue on.
Did you get what you needed?
I did. Though these figures will complicate matters.
Oh, he's doing that thing where he flips the
Is that so?
pen around his thumb.
Well, if we are done here, then I shall end the transmission. Hold it! If you have no scruples about thus defiling the memories of Zelenia, then there is no way we will ever see eye to eye. You are not fit to be entrusted with the cherished memories of Alexandrians.
I, for one, have no wish to employ the fruits of my research in this manner. It is a waste of time and effort. But since I relinquished my flesh long ago, I must resort to every conceivable method, so long as the hero insists on keeping the key. Why do you so oppose our objective? With the key, we would be able to harvest ether from other reflections and bring forth more endless. We could give this chance to evolve not only to the people of the Ninth, but to those of the Source as well. I see no reason why you should reject such a boon.
How miserly you are. But unless you're willing to compromise, you won't be able to save anyone or anything. Well, I'd say our conversation has run its course. Ultimately, what you think is immaterial, for the seeds we've sown have already quickened. The people have glimpsed hope in transcending death, and they can ill turn away from it. And thus does my role come to an end. The rest I leave in your capable hands, Calyx.
As a token of gratitude for consenting to my tests, I leave you with a gift. Be sure to take it with you.
Oh.
Selenia, it pains me to think that you're gone too.
Aha! Oh, we found you at last.
You had us quite worried when you suddenly disappeared. What in the world happened?
Well, we got teleported to this place, and then this robot kicked my butt 4 times.
Then preservation's objective is indeed what Calyx claimed. But for them to know about the source and the shards, and to refer to theirs as the 9th, that raises some questions.
Yeah, it does indeed.
Indeed. But for now, I'm just glad the 2 of you are safe. Oh, right. While we were scouring the castle for you, we came upon a room that looked like a library.
By learning about the Alexandria of old, we may gain valuable insights into preservation. Might we take a number of books with us?
So books still remain. Of course. You are welcome to any that may be of use.
Oh no, 400 years old? He might fall apart at our touch.
Mind, could we take a look around here first? I'm especially curious about the area over by the throne.
This tiara, it was hers, the Endless Fiend's. What's it doing here?
It's a type of regulator, I believe. It contains the data of the Endless Fiend's memories. Calyx likely used it to create the simulant. Which means that as long as the tiara is in our keeping, we shouldn't need to deal with any more simulants. Strange that he would abandon it, though. Perhaps because the simulant already played her role, like she said. Or Calyx made a copy of the memories. In any case, not much information of import appears to remain on this terminal. But I'll make it so we can access it remotely from the back room.
This contains the memories of another me. The tale of her journey as Queen of Alexandria. Might I hold on to this tiara? You may examine it whenever you wish, of course.
It would be for the best, I think. Does that work for you, Shale?
No objections from me. All right, I'm finished. Let's head to the library, and then back outside.
Farewell, Selenia.
Okay. Able to finally take a look at some of these things you got. What's the cute little it's like a banana puppy or something. I love it. Yeah, let's talk to the Y'shtola. Mm-hmm. Talk to Alizé next. She's probably going to be a little peeved that we didn't take her along, but... Oh, predictable Alizé, always raring for a fight. Yeah, what have you been up to? Oh, yeah, that's right. She's been helping with the Levin sickness. I spoke to Alvino for a little bit. I think he's back in Tuliodal. Yeah, I can't struggle saying that name. And Aaronville. Yeah, I've always get into traps and I always triggered them. Some stuff we're in regulars. Okay. Oh, okay. So some people have stopped wearing the regulators. And because of that, they still remember Sphene as she was, as opposed to not. That's causing confusion between those with and without regulators. Probably have another couple more cutscenes and then it will finish up today, so. That's right. We stopped by the residence and we found him there and he was sick. And then his mother kindly asked us to leave so we could rest. That's right. See, some of it's coming back. Unfortunately, patch releases happen every 3 months or so, I think. At least the major ones. So we'll finish up all the story today, most likely. Let's see, and then I need to go. Yeah, that's correct. I need to go over. Oh, no, keep going. Is it here? I think it's here. Oh, good. He's up. So the giant pink thing is a Porgsy. Think of it like a familiar.
I once hoped that Milos at least might be made an endless. Then he wouldn't need to suffer anymore. You feel different now? Thanks to Alizé, Milos is on the road to recovery. He can grow up and live a normal life. And I want to be there with him, every step of the way. To grow old with him, as his mother, and not something else. Woof. That should do it. You're doing well, I'm glad to say.
Thank you, Alizé.
You're welcome, Milos. Now, you'll feel breathless for a little while still, but don't fret. It'll get easier to speak with time. That said, we can't rule out the possibility of a relapse. As a precaution, I would keep him away from lightning-infused objects. Lightning. Does that include regulators? It does. I understand if it's difficult for you to part with something that you've worn for so long, though, so it's entirely up to you. No. For Milos' sake, I will do it. And if the environment here isn't good for him, I must consider moving outside the dome.
You two would be more than welcome in Tulihiola.
It's very assuring to hear that. If you don't mind, could you tell me about the process?
I'm happy. I can talk again. Before, I couldn't even thank my mother for caring for me. But now we can talk lots. I can tell her that I'm happy, that I like it when she strokes my hair.
Your mother is happy to talk to you as well, I'm sure.
Queen Sphene always cheered me up. Always said that she would cure me. Today, I'll practice walking with Mother. And next time, I'll go and visit you.
Thank you for explaining everything.
We'll come again to check on you. So if you have any other questions, just let me know. Right. Let's get going, shall we?
Please come back soon. You too, miss.
So now there's a question of, will we ever come back and have Sphene
It's good to see Milos doing so well.
acting like herself?
The endless me gave him the strength to hang on, and she didn't rely on any special power to do so.
She wanted her people to be happy. Even though we had to fight, her love for them was very real, and it reached Milos.
I wish to be there to watch him grow as well. To make my way beside the people of Alexandria. In the name of his evolution, Calix has wrought much unease and misery, and I cannot condone his path. No, I shall forge ahead on a path of my own, one that honors the memory of my other self.
Okay, we probably have one more quest that we have to do. Then we'll have the ending cutscenes. And then we'll finish up for today. Yep, here we are. Secrets of Eternity. The last quest of the patch is always named the same as the patch. So unfortunately, yeah, we're gonna run a little over our time, but I think it's worth it. Oh, PA system.
Citizens of Alexandria, please be advised. The distribution of neo-regulators has concluded. We ask that all recipients equip their regulators and promptly complete device registration.
Uh-oh.
The evolution of our kind is at hand. Together we shall rise above death and bask in the infinite possibilities of eternal life.
What is this?
Evolution? What evolution?
Those with neo-regulators will become endless, apparently.
You mean there's no more? Well, don't you feel lucky?
Don't look at me like that. Queen's Fiend said there were only so many.
I haven't registered mine yet. The more I thought about it, the more unsure I felt about becoming an Endless.
Well, I registered right away. Anything to stop those terrible nightmares of being killed by mechanical soldiers.
Ultimately, what you think is immaterial, for the seeds we've sown have already quickened. The people have glimpsed hope in transcending death, and they can ill turn away from it.
Yep.
I see. The terror of their first encounter with death still lingers in their hearts. Having previously been spared even the idea of it, they know not how to handle the emotions.
The funeral was meant to give everyone the chance to come to terms with loss, to grieve and move forward together. But everyone who was wearing a regulator had their memories of that moment erased. And to see those oblivious, happy souls, those who remembered must have wondered if it might not be better to be like them, to go back to a time when death didn't exist.
And now they've been presented with the chance to do just that by becoming an Endless. It's not hard to see why they would consider it.
If this fear of death continues to spread among the people, what will become of Alexandria?
That's a good question.
The gifts for our friends will have to wait. We should return to the back room at once.
Mm-hmm. Even though I would like a sweet. Nope, this is too serious. Sugar must wait.
Oh, you're safe. That broadcast had us worried. The entire populace is on edge.
So Alphino and the others are still out there.
We have a situation on our hands. A civilian has been killed by a mechanical soldier here on Trueview.
Uh-oh. What?
Wayakwe is on the scene and reports that the problem unit has been subdued by another sentry.
That doesn't make sense. Only someone with the King of Resolve's authority could order a soldier to do that.
King of Resolve, that's what it was.
Not good. I tried to check the status of the authority but was blocked from the core system. Given recent developments, I'd wager that Calyx is responsible for this.
I can imagine that, yeah.
Perhaps we should go and see for ourselves.
It's me. There's been an incident in the outskirts. A mechanical soldier attacked a local resident. For no apparent reason.
Uh-oh. Yeah, it's getting worse.
Fortunately, several nearby hunters dealt with the rogue machine. So everyone is safe. But if other soldiers were to... Wait. Is that... Oh gods. More hostile sentries are bound for the settlement. I'll try to lure them away and then lose them somehow.
Ill tidings, I take it.
In the outskirts, too?
You'll go and help Erenville, won't you? We couldn't forgive ourselves if he came to harm. I'll have Geo join you from Earth and Sky.
I'm coming too. I can't stay here while my people are in danger.
Good on you, kiddo.
Let's go.
Okay, we're gonna run a little over time, but this is important, so I'm willing to let it go. Okay, so now more of the story is coming back to me. So, to talk about the source and the ninth that we were having in an earlier discussion. At one point in the story, which we find out in Shadowbringers, is that basically the world was coming to an end back in ancient times, and a solution was developed that had an unfortunate side effect of creating these reflections. So think of it as our world is the source, and then there are 13 other copies of the world, kind of dimensions, that each had a elemental affinity, so to speak. So fractures of it. When the umbral calamities happened, each of the worlds basically fell to the element that resolved it. So that I was talking about, like the Great Flood and the lightning storms, the ground quakes, and the world fires and stuff like that. That's what happened. So the source is the place that we are specifically. So this dome that's happened around us, and you'll see right out here, this big dome out here, this is the section from the ninth reflection that has merged with this section of the source. So technically, we're still in the source, but we have sections of the 9th that has actually merged with ours. And anything that happened, so since that sphere happened halfway through the Dawn Trail expansion release, 30 years basically happened in here. So there are people who were trapped here that were actually modern-day citizens, but then they stayed here for 30 years until we actually breached it, so there was a time disconnect as well. Yeah, let's see if we can go find Ereville. Let's make sure he doesn't get himself killed. Okay. So you can see the entire area is completely overcharged. So you have these lightning rods that take the lightning and send it back to Everkeep to power everything. Oh, looks like he's being attacked by mechanicals. Hold on, Aaronville. Do. I'm trying to remember about the soldiers. Oh, got my giant chocobo, so having it fly along, being entreated by a lovely piece of cake.
Right. We're none the worse for the wear. But let's see what the situation is here.
Geode and his people came and joined us while we were searching for you. After which we happened to encounter Malachite. His usher duties brought him here, and he has quite the story to tell.
Okay, spill it, man.
It's a bit puzzling, to say the least. Even so, I'll try my best to explain. I was called to attend to the unfortunate soul slain by the mechanical soldier. Yet, when I arrived, I found no body, only a pile of dust, which the wind quickly scattered.
Oh. Oh, boy. Oh gosh.
Confused, I questioned the residents, but none knew what had become of it.
How odd. Did they remember the victim at least?
They did. Their memories of the deceased weren't sent to the cloud, I don't believe. Yet, no body remained.
If someone took it, surely they would have been noticed.
With your permission, I shall return to the government sector for now. Please take care.
So those who die but don't have the neo-regulators will just become dust.
This is terrible. Why would they make the soldiers do this?
If preservation is behind the attacks, I fear this won't be the end of it.
All the neo-regulators have been distributed, and potentially 5,000 Endless are about to be born. What does Calyx hope to achieve with these killings? Does he seek to frighten people into registering them? Or perhaps...
I've got my own.
Oh, thank the 12 you answered. Shale told me what happened. Is everything all right? I see. 'Tis a relief to hear that Erenville is safe. Alas, I do not have good news to share in return. A driver lost control of his vehicle when its interface became unresponsive, and it crashed into the Nexus arcade, injuring several people. Kryl and I are helping to render aid, but with the sentries behaving strangely, we can't afford to lower our guard. Remain vigilant, my friend.
Yeah, he's gonna scare everybody to register and fight over the neo-regulators, I think. It's gonna cause a civil war.
I just received word from the backroom. A hover cargo on TrueView threw off its driver, and it's rampaging through the area as we speak.
Alphino had a similarly troubling report for me. Apparently, a riderless machine in the government sector came to life near a crowd clamoring for neo-regulators. It proceeded to mow down several citizens, causing serious injuries.
This is a tragedy. We must go and help the people.
Sphene, wait! I'm coming with you!
Alphino is with Y'shtola, and he said they'll be all right. I'll go and see if other incidents have occurred elsewhere.
Yeah.
From here, I'll head towards the quarry by way of the Drift Downs.
Yeah, the problem is Calyx has enough.
A lot of hover cargoes coming and going in those parts. I'll join you.
He's got enough control over the electrope that he's going to be causing all kinds of issues.
I have company now, so you needn't worry about me.
Then let's return to Solution 9. If we hurry, we can catch up to Lamachi and Sphene.
Yeah, let's go, kiddo. Oh man, we got fires burning again in this place.
Sphene's gone on ahead. I leave her with you.
Thankfully, all the gladiators and hunters are actually fighting the robotics. Good job, Lathander. Good job.
Bloody things have gone mad.
Why is this happening?
Shilla shooting down all the things.
Surely there's a finite number of these things.
Everyone, please try to remain calm and make your way to resolution. This is just like before, when Soldier unleashed the soldiers on us. I don't have any souls left. I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
Oh, nice.
No, you don't! Are you all... No! No! Why did you do that? Why? You can't just leave me alone like this! If we had been endless then, you'd still be here. You'd still be with me. But now...
Are you all right?
So many hurt. So many dead. This is wrong. This is all wrong.
Second time the city's been attacked. My goodness. Well, good. Now that they don't have weapons. Okay, well. Okay, should be the last bit of the quest here. Well, this and a couple cutscenes, and then we'll be done for the week. Ah, Sphene wants to become a little bit more of a warrior queen. I think that's very prudent. Okay, we're gonna have one, maybe two cutscenes. And here we find you.
By illness weakened, by wounds unmade, by age decayed. Such fragile flesh is worthless to us. How mankind should evolve, shall evolve. I have already arrived at the answer.
Oh, I want to give a nice solid...
The time is come to pose a new question.
I want to give him such a solid punch in the face. Oh, dull-skinned and dead-eyed. All right. Well, we didn't have any more than that, so that'll be the end of it for today. Alrighty. Next time on Final Fantasy, we will go around and we will work on more of the raid stuff, as well as whatever new content has been unlocked. I probably will be unlocking the next 8-man raid and going through those fights. Hopefully that won't take the entire time, however. So, schedule for next week. Gonna be fairly typical. Mondays is Marvel Rivals. Come and join if you would like. Tuesday is going to be working on more LEGO Star Wars. We'll be making more of that. Wednesday is going to be a change of plans, most likely. Steel Hunters comes out on Wednesday, so I'm going to see if I can get that up and running, and we will explore that game for the time of that. If it's something interesting, for myself at a minimum, for you guys, if you keep liking it, then it might enter into a rotation, might do collabs on it. We'll see how it goes. Thursday, more LEGO Star Wars, then Final Fantasy. So, that is the schedule for that time. I hope you all have a good weekend, I hope you all have fun. You're able to do your own streams if you are a streamer. And I will see you all Monday when that comes about. So until then, I will see you all when April drops. Take care.